sentences, and then maybe you could tell me if I did it correctly.
Tell us about your aha moment. What was it?
Well, all of a sudden, I figured out. So I was writing. Let's see, what did I write? Las hacemos. They make we. Is that correct?
No, it's not they make, it's we make. Because hacemos ends with the we people ending.
Oh, so I got it backwards then. So it's the verb is making the, so it'd be we make them.
Perfect, yes.
Okay, so all my sentences are wrong.
No problem. It's actually a very natural, like, it's a natural step in the learning process because it's so backwards of how you used to. We get it a lot of times, like your brain gets it, but it's like a mirror image. You know what I mean? Because the mirror always looks like it's a mirror image. It's a natural progress, and then one day you'll just naturally switch back and forth. It's
Okay,
normal. You're good.
I'm gonna
You're on
hold you
track.
to that.
So yesterday, go ahead, Sharon. Sorry.
Well, the next one is so nos hacen, we make they. No.
No. Okay. You know what? That's great. Anytime you're confused or you're not sure of yourself, the number one step you do is go look at the verb. The verb tells you clearly, without doubt, who is doing the action. And then the next logical step is looking at the les or the nos in front of it, and then that is like second step. So just try working on that two-step verification process for this week. All of you actually.
Okay.
So just now look at your verbs and tell me verbally, even in English, who's doing it, and then look at the les and tell me verbally also who's receiving it. And so I don't care if you say we cook them or whatever. Like
nos hacen. Is that we make they? No.
No. Again, don't ask me. Look at your verb. Look at hacen. Tell me who's doing the action. Then tell me who is the person in front of it. That's all I'm asking right now.
Oh, they are doing the action, and then nos.
Who is nos?
We.
Awesome. That's what I want you to say. They do. We. That's good for now. Keep going.
Okay. Les vemos.
Again, verb.
They.
No, who's doing the verb?
Almost as we. Almost as we. So is that so they see we, or is it us?
I'm gonna say to you that you're doing it more complicated than it needs to be. Listen to my instructions again. I'm asking you to tell me two straightforward things. Look at all your sentences. Look at your verb first. Then you're gonna tell me who's doing the verb, right? You can say it in Spanish or English. I don't care. Tell me the verb who's doing it, and then the people in front of it who are receiving. That's all.
Okay, so vemos is we are doing it.
Are you sure? Because I hear doubt in your voice. I want you to be sure.
Well, I backed up to the circle, so mos is we. Mos is we.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
correct. And then so then I have to figure out the what less. So less is they.
Why are you guessing? You know for a fact.
I don't know.
You got a big equal sign in your notebook. Be sure.
I guess that's they find we. They find we.
Okay, now great. Now give it to me in regular English.
They find us.
Wonderful. Again, with conviction.
They find us. Nos. I can't even read my own writing. Las regresamos. They return we.
No. No.
That one doesn't work.
When you tell it to me, I don't want you to start with they. That's where you get all tripped up.
I get it. Okay, sorry, a little bit. So we is the action, the person doing the action. We are returning. They return we. Should say.
Oh, it's not they return we. Notice your regresamos, we return.
We return.
Regresamos, we return they.
they. We return they.
Try it that way. Like say the verb. We return, we forget, we wait. They. See if
So
that's easy.
regresan. They we return they. They return we. Regresan. They return we.
Uh-huh.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Correct.
I think that's here. Oh, I did start with the last manajamos. We drive they.
Perfect.
Nos manejan. They drive we.
Perfect.
Les damos. We give they. Nos dan. They give we.
Perfect.
And then I had to stop because my brain was finished.
Yeah,
But
it's fine. It's a lot of effort, so it's fine if you can only do like 10, 15, even less than that. It's normal. So I want you to keep doing this assignment, Sharon, between now and Monday. Would be ideal if you run down all the list of verbs so you get used to that.
Okay.
It's a training thing, right? So exactly what we did right now.
Okay.
Try it that way. If it doesn't work, we'll try it differently.
Okay.
Try with that first. Okay. Well, in Bailey, do you have sentences?
Well, I did a whole bunch today, like before the last lesson.
Okay.
But I think there's a couple of principles here. One is if you go nos, then you're talking about they. So you drop the R and you add the N, correct?
Okay. Before I answer you, in a side note, each one of you is going to get it individually. Like the words I used to describe it won't be Sharon's, and Wally and Sharon may be talking right now on the same thing. Only Wally will phrase himself a little different, which is fine. I want you to gel with it inside. Like I want you to be certain that I got it, I understood it. Whatever words you explain it to yourself, it's fine. If Wally's words are different than Bailey's, that's fine. But Bailey, I don't want you to look at Wally and say, wait, I didn't explain it that to myself that way, so maybe I'm wrong and it's right. Like, you see where I'm going?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Wally, now ask me again, please.
Okay, so they ask we, or they receive we, or they remember we. What I'm doing is I'm starting it with nos, right? Which identifies the we. I'm not starting, not the way you said it. If I'm looking at the verb, I'm saying, oh, say, so it's quedan, which means they stay, right? And
Right.
then if I drop the R and add the N, then I'm automatically not talking about they, I'm talking about we.
No,
They
sorry, I'm sorry. No, you mistake. Take the verb kedar, drop
Yeah.
the R, put an N.
Quedan, yeah.
That means they people are doing it.
They stay.
Right? So they stay. And then if you add the nos in front of it, they stay we. Stay is not a really good verb, but let's do.
Right. But yeah, okay, so I'm on the same page.
I think so. Yeah, you just kind of slipped with the tongue and just said it a little different. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
And then same
Okay.
with when I'm like my 2-sentence words, like, okay, we tell, say, they, les dimos, right? Then I've added the emos, talking about we, and then if I start it with less, we stay they.
We say they, yes. The series to say, the simos is we say, and less is the they people.
Okay.
Right?
I've got a light bulb on. It might be a little
light bulb,
but still it's a light bulb.
Your takeaway from this, what I want you to take away from today's portion of the class and yesterday's and all the past week and all of the next few weeks, your takeaway is you always look at the verb first to see who's doing the action. At a certain point, you'll know so many verb endings, you're going to be pretty firm. You know cerveza, you know casa, you know pero, you know guacamole. You can freaking recognize verbs in Spanish. So that is a certainty, just like you're certain about cerveza, right?
So, if I may, 2 little stories. Can I tell 2 little stories?
Absolutely, go ahead.
So yesterday I had a trouble with my fire alarm went off for no reason whatsoever. And I called the security company and I say to the very nice lady who has a Spanish accent, so where are you located today? And she goes, well, I live in El Salvador. I said, oh, habla español? And so then she said, of course I do. And in her English, she was doing exactly what you've identified. Like her grammatical structure is like So now I'm focusing in on, okay, I just heard you say that backwards to the way we're supposed to say it, right? So that was one little story. And I told her I was learning Spanish, and she said I had some very good words. I said I've only used 3, but anyway. The other little story is like with the endings and looking at the verbs, and like I mentioned, I'm in several Bucerias Mexican groups, and a lot of it is just in Spanish. And I slowly try to read through the phrases and pick out the words that I know. And I'm starting to get more and more of an ability to actually understand sort of what I'm reading. Not every word, but close to the gist of what is being explained in Spanish. So I have to say that these lessons must be working. So I'm happy.
If they're working on an old goat like you, they must be working, right?
There you go. Did you call me an old goat? Did you just call me an old goat?
I did. I apologize deeply, please.
That's funny. How do you say that in Spanish?
I don't know if they have the exact same goat expression.
Viejito.
Viejito is an old man, right?
And so
I think they use donkey, burro, instead of goat.
or cabro. No, that'd be
Perro, but that's a bit offensive.
no, like isn't it cabro?
Cabra, yes, cabra is goat.
Yeah.
Cabra?
Okay, cabra.
Okay.
Yeah, cabra.
I'm going to use that on my buddy later. Yo.
Sorry, Wally. Again, I tried to be funny.
Fine.
I hope it worked.
That's fine.
Okay, Bailey, give us what you have.
Oh, so they take us, nos llevan. They help us, nos ayudan. We bring them, les traemos. So I think I was trying to go too far on these, but okay, well, like we hear them, les oímos. But then I feel like it gets a little complicated for me if I'm saying like, as I was gonna say, like we feel sad or we live with them, but then I think you have to connect. So I backed off of those because I was like, les sentimos or les, or
Right, you're onto something. It won't work with every verb.
And then I was like, I think this is like an ellos. I don't know. I was like,
okay, don't jump ahead.
Backed off.
You're onto a good point. This structure is used for interactions between two people. So we'll visit them, we'll take you, we'll get you, but we sit on you and we think you, and I don't know, we stay you. That does not make sense anywhere. Today's lesson, I'll give you a cheat sheet. We ran through the list of verbs just as a way to practice saying that and all this. And the fact is, Bailey's correct. It's not going to work on every verb. So what I want you to do, Bailey, is right now do it verbally. Firstly, before that, I've got 2 sentences for you from last lesson. They're on the screen. I want you to tell them to your parents-in-law next time you talk to one of them and tell us the feedback. Tell them you've learned how to say that.
What if I don't want to?
That is a good.
I have in-laws. I'm just joking.
Valid point. Agree.
Josh's aunt might have a recording in here, so.
Okay, so we're going to start working with the cheat sheet where I have extracted from the general list of verbs only the interactions. Okay, I'll put it on the screen and I'll also send you the total document, right? My only problem is that it's I got like all the verb endings for all the people, and it might confuse you, all of you. So I don't know. All right, before we do that,
We could figure that out on ourselves, couldn't we? Like, as an assignment?
yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if I want to, like, you know. Okay, tell you what, Bailey, I'll just give you a few. I want you to practice what they did, because you didn't do that many sentences. Then we'll move forward, okay?
Sure.
Right. So look at your list of verbs. Tell me the first page. How many interactions can you spot?
Quite a few.
Awesome.
We remember
Nice.
them. I mean, because this can be for things too. So like we lost or we lose our keys a lot, or, you know, plural, things that are plural, or.
It could be, yeah, there's a different word for it, things, not humans. So we will learn it. But today, just pick the ones that are between two humans and tell me
Okay.
the verb in the we people and place the less in front of it.
Les hacemos, les damos, les vemos, les. Yeah, we call them. Llamamos, les recordamos. You lose them.
We could, if you know,
Good.
make, you know, busy, whatever, you lost your friends or whatever.
Les perdemos, les encontramos, les buscamos, les olvidamos, les dejamos.
You're gonna skip over here every time we do anything with the verbs.
Venir, I don't know how I can. They
No,
come
you
with us?
can't.
Yeah. They come with us, or
No,
because you
because
have to
now
say
you're gonna
with.
need a connection word
Yeah.
with. So that's not an interaction. To
okay.
come is a solitary action.
They. Yeah, we need a connecting one on that too, right?
Yeah, those. Yeah, the rest of the page is definitely solitary actions.
Okay.
Page 3.
I mean, they tell us, they
How about
hear
wait?
us, they smell
Wait
us.
is the perfect one.
Where?
Wait, top of page 2.
Am I flipping or am I still doing?
No,
we?
still do the we people, please.
Les esperamos, les entramos.
No. To tell us to say.
Huh?
Go down to tell or say, and then to hear and to smell.
Les decimos, les oímos, les olimos, les vemos, les look.
Watch. It's look or watch, so you can work with that.
Les
Watch them.
miramos.
To take away or carry.
Yeah.
And
Les
to bring.
llevamos, les traemos.
Okay, to pay and to buy.
Les pegamos, les compramos.
No, you say pagar.
Pagamos.
Yes, you got just like Sharon. If you're gonna say pegar with an e, that means you want to hit people. It's a really common mistake. Yeah. All right. How about to help? To drive.
Les ayudamos. Les manejamos.
To ask, to answer, to explain.
Les contestamos. Les explicamos. Explicamos.
Right? Explicar. Explicamos.
Explicamos.
Good one. Yeah. To be acquainted with. We know them.
Les conocemos.
Perfect. To follow.
Follow. Les seguimos.
Gear, like a car gear.
Seguimos. Right?
Seguimos. Very good. See my hand movement like a car gear? That's what you're gonna do too.
Sometimes I have to like say it and know that it sounds wrong to, I don't know.
Fair
like,
enough. Yeah, that's a good method.
Les tomamos.
Not so much because it's either taking your hand, like literally, or to drink. So go to ask for or place an order. We ask them.
Pedimos.
Les pedimos. Perfect.
Les pedimos.
And to understand, we understand them.
Les entendemos.
Awesome.
Entendemos.
Now, if you place the word no in front of the les,
Mhm.
your whole sentence becomes a negative. We don't understand them. Hey, they told me in immigration to go there to get this, to stamp that paper, and I'm like, we don't understand them. No los entendemos. Sharon and Wally, did you see how Bailey made it look easy?
I did.
I mean, I thought she did great, and she really
I know
flew
she
through that.
did.
All right. Okay, round of applause for Bailey. She earned that. Plus, you guys learned, like, we just took your vocabulary and doubled it. You now can say we wait for them, we call them, we ask them, we explain them, and blah, 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 just by using that to structure. Plus number 3, when you start your sentence with the word no, the whole thing is negative. We don't understand them. We don't wait for them. We don't ask them. We don't see them. We don't hear them. We don't look for them. We don't pay them, blah, blah. Okay?
We don't listen to them.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys want to try to do, Wally, why don't you do like 5 or 6 sentences with the no? Again, with the we people, just like Bailey did, only now you're going to do that with the no.
No less hacen. No less dan. No less ven. No less llaman. No less recordan.
No, you can't. I want you to finish your verbs with the imosamos.
Oh. No les hacemos, no les damos, no les llamamos, no les recordamos, no les parlemos, no les encontramos, no les buscamos, no les visitamos, no les dejamos, no les regresamos, no les llegamos. Not bad for an old
Good.
book.
Yeah. It's starting to look easier now.
Sure.
And when you do it that way, you did it pretty fluently.
Yeah.
Okay. So both of you, you and Bailey, you guys are gonna like verbally say that one more time between now and next Monday. And when you feel you got that, you can switch. Make the day people do it and the we receive it.
Okay, but
Okay.
don't we have a lesson tomorrow?
I can't recall what day it is, but never mind. It's an ongoing assignment. It's tomorrow is too soon, but it's like the rest, you know, the whole days between now and Monday, practice some more.
Okay, well, it's Wednesday.
Okay, awesome.
Better not be Thursday because I'm screwed if it is.
Okay, Sharon, why don't you do a few? By the way, Bailey, do you feel a little bit more confident now that you've done it? And pretty well?
I think like doing it like this, like putting it in practice or hearing it, no, I think it'd still take me. You know, I can do it if you tell me, like I get like looking at the verb like that, you know, that can break it down pretty easy. I think I would struggle if I heard it. Like it would still be.
Okay, well, the hearing it definitely comes a little bit further. Like it's a few steps after you practicing it and getting it inside. So for you to like, for this stuff to sink in, like, do you recognize the imos amos when you hear it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
what
think
can we
that-
do for you? What can we give you, write you, send you, make you practice that is going to bring you one step closer to understanding it when you hear it?
So what helps me, if I may, what helps me, like the other day, I got stuck on a word that I knew like 100%, like andad, like andamos. Somebody said andamos. I wrote, I thought, I know that word, I know that word, I know that word. And I mean, I used it for riding my bicycle. You think I could remember it? No. Anyway, I looked it up in the Spanish dictionary. Well, duh. So I find like even writing the list in English and then writing it in Spanish with the assignment, like not just saying it. Like if I write, I'll take the model phrase, so I have some reference, and then I just write all the verbs down. And it doesn't take that long, but it sure helps to like sort of solidify the grammatical structure in my head a little better.
Okay. One more important piece of the puzzle that I want to repeat again, because I said it before, but you know, it gets drowned up with all the information. What we are practicing right now are bits of conversation. We extracted a little piece of conversation, blew it up on the screen, we analyze it, we work on it. Because when you talk to somebody, right, like Bailey's gonna have a casual conversation with me as a friend. We're gonna talk about what? Her parents-in-law, her kids, the kids' activities, her own volunteering, my husband. Like we're gonna talk about so many topics. And every conversation you have with anybody, it's always like everything existed, the past tense, the present perfect, the conditional, the whatnot, right? So by extracting a little bit of conversation, it may sound ridiculous when I say we see them, we wait for them, we bring them, because that's awkward by itself. But within a conversation, we're going to see my mother-in-law next week. I want you, like, if you want to write a short, 8 or 10 sentence story, like even something you told your husband or your friends or whatever, and then just underscore all the simple present that exists in your little story, you're going to notice how we use this. I went to my mom-in-law, my parents-in-laws. We saw them on Friday. They baked us a cake. Her tamales was wonderful as usual, but a little burned on the side. I told her to add more salt. She told me I'm wrong. The kid fell, scratched his knee. We had dessert. Right? Like the most simple story, and that's when we're going to use those.
How did he scratch his knee?
Because my kid climbed on a tree, played on the swing, then he fell and he scratched his knee.
I wish I had an imagination like yours that I could make up stories that quickly.
Tell us what you did on the tractor the other day.
Nothing.
What do you mean? You didn't climb on it and sat there.
Yeah, I mowed the grass.
Well, tell us, give us a few sentences. What did you see around? Was it big? Was it small? Was it raining? Like, tell us what happened.
You have the egg machine in front of your property? That egg machine?
Yeah,
is that yours?
No, it belongs to the guy that rents my farm.
Oh my gosh, there's an egg vending machine just by Wally's property. We
and it
put
just
in a
takes
visa.
credit cards.
Yeah, and you get eggs.
Yeah.
In Canada?
Okay, so Wally.
Yeah. Tell us,
Wally, tell us about, I have a farm, I have this, that, and the third on the farm. There is the guy that rents it from us. He does this and that. Like,
tell us about them huevos.
You know how popular that thing is? There's people stopping all the time because you don't need cash, right? It's Visa only. So there's a little, like, it's like a vending machine. So all you see is the bottom of the egg cartons, and there's a wall of them. And then you put your credit card up against, you get permission to press a button. And then there's an elevator that goes from the bottom up to the shelf. The eggs turn out onto the belt, and then it drops to the bottom just like a chip machine. You open the door and you take your eggs, and away you go.
It's unbelievable.
Fascinating.
I'm sorry, what is this, like a auto vending machine for eggs?
Yeah, for eggs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
I've never seen anything like that.
Well, you know, people coming home from work and they forgot that they needed eggs for tomorrow morning, so they can just stop and pick them up at the side of the road.
You're
How much
kidding,
does it
you're by the
cost to
side
get
of
it
the
like
road,
that?
like phone
$7
booths?
Canadian.
$7
For a dozen.
Canadian dollars.
The neighbor sells them for
That's-
$6 because he only takes cash. But
By the way, Wally, everything you said was
Yeah.
present tense. We have you on tape. Everything you
yeah.
just said, it was present tense.
Yeah.
You're 100% able to say that in Spanish.
Okay, I will make an attempt.
Minute 45. You're on tape. Go back and listen to yourself. It's all present tense.
I'll write a story.
It's a whole carton too, like
Yeah, 12
12
eggs.
eggs.
Really can't get over that egg vending machine.
Can you send us a picture? I've never
I
seen
will.
this in
I
my
will.
life.
I'll
I
take
want
a
to see
picture
Yeah.
and
this.
I'll send it.
I'm like, remind me, where again are you?
On Vancouver Island.
Vancouver Island. Okay.
Every second house sells eggs. Hey, Wally.
Yeah.
There's farm fresh eggs all along the road. It's a beautiful, beautiful area.
Did you guys know each other before this
We're
class?
lucky to be here.
No.
No,
We were just both happy
we
to
just
be in the same
met
area.
on class, and then
So I signed
yeah,
up with Judith. And
I'm
then
visiting and
wasn't,
doing some traveling.
Oh,
Mhm.
you're not from Vancouver Island too, Sharon?
No, well, no,
she wished she was.
I'm not from anywhere. I'm living on an RV right now. That's why I have no stuff. I have no stuff. I have no clothes or well, anyway, that's why I have a storage unit. Living on a bus. We're doing a carbon trip. And I found Judith on
I
Facebook.
was introduced to Sharon through Judith 2 weeks after I signed up for my class, and I go like, "What's this? Like, this?" And now, I mean, I wouldn't trade this class for anything because it's a lot more fun with more people.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
3 people. You
yeah.
guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I can miss you guys when you're not here.
Well, on that, I won't be here tomorrow. I have to go on a field trip. So,
Where are you going?
with my daughter's first grade class to the zoo.
Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can bring pictures.
I don't like that. I agree. I always say to do it, and then I'm like, I really don't. I wasn't meant to be a teacher.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to learn the name of the animals in Spanish. Tell them to your daughter. Maybe that will entertain you.
Oh, I know I'm pretty good with animals. My kids, we do like a dinner quiz for like years, like foods and animals and stuff like that. So I feel like I might be all right there. We even know yeah, it's like a little game we play with the kids.
Okay. Okay, so wait, who's doing what now? I forgot whose turn it is. Sharon, why don't you do a little bit of what Wally and Bailey did?
Okay, so should I do the say like no less page?
Yeah, do the no less.
Esperamos?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah.
No las esperamos, no las entramos, no las celemos, no las abremos, no las cerramos,
Yeah.
no las deseamos, no las decidimos,
Mhm.
no las oímos, no las oleemos,
Yeah.
no las vemos, no las miramos, no las sentamos, no las sentimos, no las llevamos, no las traemos, no las vendemos, no las rentamos, no las paguemos,
Sharon? Okay.
Did Sharon disappear?
Yeah. Her Skype got overwhelmed, I guess.
That's weird.
I know. Is she traveling? Is she still in your area?
No, she's about an hour and a half away from me, but still on the island. So I don't know what the problem is. It'd be pretty funny if she's still doing all the verbs and we're not hearing her.
Yikes. Okay, so Bailey, you do those. This is an example of, I said, you guys now augmented your vocabulary. You theoretically know how to say this. So these are specific interactions. Bailey, tell me those in Spanish.
No les. Let's see, I need to look at my verb sheet probably. Vemos, is that right? Okay. No les oímos, no les remember.
It's all like, it's by order of appearance.
Recordamos.
Uh-huh.
No les find. I know find. Maybe I don't. I don't know. It is. Encontramos.
Good.
No les. I definitely don't know search off the top of my head.
Uh-huh.
Buscamos.
Very good. You can look at your list of verbs. I'm using them by order of appearance. So you just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, have you done all of them?
That you had up there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I'm typing for Wally. So here's for you, Wally. Excuse me. Sharon is still typing, but I don't see anything on the screen.
We drop them off.
Again?
Well, to drop them off, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, look at your list of verbs. It's right there.
Okay, I found it. So, nos dejamos.
Mm-hmm.
To wait. Excuse me. To wait. So nos esperamos. Nos decimos. Karen says she cannot hear the call. We tell them. No decimos. We don't hear them. No les oímos.
Yeah.
No les olemos.
Yeah.
No les olemos.
Very good.
You want to?
I'm still typing.
Sharon says she cannot hear the call.
Okay. So
What do you say, no?
I'm gonna type her. Okay, Sharon.
I'm back.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. I was gonna say, if you would have a technical trouble, you can hang up on your end, and then you're gonna see the green button of join call. When you go to your list of contacts,
Mhm.
you're gonna see that our call is active, and you have a green button saying join the call. You can rejoin, and that might fix the problems on that end.
Yeah, I try. I think how I set up with a hotspot here, where there's no Wi-Fi or anything, so I think it just got an interruption, and as I couldn't get back in. But now I'm back, so I'll listen to
No
the
worries.
recording.
Okay,
And,
well, right on time. Listen, we are doing. It seems like we're gonna finish the we people verb endings today, and probably tomorrow we'll just do the day. So why don't you? These are all the verbs in order of appearance. Why don't you? This is page 3. All of those verbs are there. Tell me those things in Spanish, please.
is this me or?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh,
by the way.
sorry. Oh, I see. Okay. We nos ellos, oh, is we is less. Is we less?
No,
Less,
verb first.
verb.
No. Verb first. Say the verb first.
Ayudar. I think it's ayudar. Yeah. Nos ayudan.
It's good, but that's reverse. Notice the last word, letter of your verb.
Them.
Doing good.
Oh, it's now I've we
okay.
asked
No
them.
problem. Pause. Clean slate. All we're doing today is finishing our verbs with imotamos and putting the less ahead of it. Like that's the assignment. If you get confused,
Okay.
get back to that guideline.
Okay, so las ayudamos. I just gotta find and we ask. We help them. Las ayudamos and to ask.
That's on page 3 and 4, bottom of page 3 and then page 4.
Les preguntamos.
Uh-huh.
Explain. Les explicamos. No las sabemos. No las sabemos.
Conocer. Conocer is to be acquainted with, but yes.
Okay. And we don't know them. And then we follow. Les seguimos.
Yeah.
Les seguimos. Les debemos. Les debemos.
Some more. Very good.
Les pedimos.
Uh-huh.
No las entendemos.
Very good.
And that's the end.
Very good, Sharon.
I feel like I'm just can't speak, spitting it out. But I'll do some more practicing tonight. Hopefully.
Okay, so what I'm going to do right now. Sorry. You have all the sentences on the screen that Bailey, you, and Wally did. And I've actually typed them all out. So I'm going to put the note here. All those sentences, I extracted the interactions from the general list of verbs. Mm-hmm. Okay. And they're all like the we people doing it towards the they people. I'm going to put this everything from the screen. It's in a note. So I want you to save it or maybe even print this note. If you want a homework, I'm not going to give you homework. We're going to meet again tomorrow. But if between now and Monday, write them down, like not only print them, write them down manually on your notebook make the equal sign, and write them down also in Spanish. That exercise alone helps you take ownership of that information, right? Because research has proven that we anchor knowledge when we involve our body by writing it. The physiology gets involved, we anchor information. So that's why I'm asking you to manually write it down. Right? Is this helpful? Is this confusing? Ask me any questions, please.
Well, I think I would make a pretty good case study of that not being the case.
Say that again.
Well, I mean, I know I've got my age against me, but I could make a big case study of not writing it, not helping me anchor it. Maybe it's anchoring it in my subconscious, but like, I mean, you know, like to take away the word yavar, like, I mean, I see the word yavar outside of the context of our lesson and stuff. I'm going, yavar, it sure sounds familiar. Oh, that's what I asked the waiter when I want to take something away, like take some food away, para yavar. But outside of that context, I see the word yavar, and it's like I've written it 100 times if I've written it once, and it's like it didn't help me to remember.
You have not written it 100 times. You want to make a bet? You girls are our witnesses. I'm betting with Wally here. Wally, between now and Monday, write down the word yavar 65 times.
Yeah. You want me
and
to
next to it, write down the equal sign and write down take away or carry.
Okay.
This sentence you see on the screen right now, I want you to write it down manually 65 times. You can take breaks in the middle. But if you do that and you show us your 65 list on Monday, I'm betting you will never forget the word yavar again.
Okay.
Okay.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done. Questions, comments about this exercise? I'll just let you go.
I'm gonna get writer's cramp.
Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow.
Thanks, Judith. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.